All right, time to head to Costco, to the Costco Business Center for our meat haul. Hop in the flavor wagon. All right, so we're doing something way different than I've done before, but I figured you guys might really enjoy and get some value out of this experience. So we're gonna be cooking a picanha, and we're gonna be doing it in a very, as authentic to a Brazilian style as possible. I have a really good friend that has this amazing company, and she started it a few years back based off of her mom's original recipes, and she's gone through and she's really refined it into something amazing. And she's Brazilian, and so it's a Brazilian seasoning that she now has available to all over the world, and she ships internationally. It's called Perfetto, and Perfetto, it's just packed full of flavor. It uses natural ingredients and amazing amounts of garlic and salt and everything. I mean, there's a lot of hidden little ingredients in there. I mean, when I say hidden, I mean, it's not. She discloses everything that's in there, but it is truly delicious. And so what I want to do is I want to represent it, and I want to really honor it in the best way I can. And so we're going to go to a business Costco center right now. We're going to do a meat haul. I'm going to walk you through all the different selection of meats they have there and where we get this picanha cut from. So join me on this adventure as we head to the business Costco center in San Marcos, California. On our way now. We're gonna take those picanha strips, like little picanha steaks, and we are gonna throw them on some skewers. And we're gonna skewer them up on a Weber 22-inch kettle over charcoal with some awesome hickory wood to add to everything. And it's gonna give it a really nice smoky flavor. We're gonna do it Santa Maria style, so we're gonna use the Santa Maria conversion that's on there to actually do this. Now, I don't have the authentic Brazilian way of doing it, which is it's over open fire, but a lot of methods incorporate taking skewer or racks or something and leaning them up against the fire. So like you'll have a bed of coals and you'll have an open fire, and it'll just be leaning kind of over that, and you just cook it that way, and then you flip it over after a certain period of time. That is more of the authentic way. Now, I know not everybody has access to a backyard cooking system like that, and so we're gonna do it on something that I feel, and a method that I feel that everybody really has access to, and that's a Weber 22-inch kettle. Now, I do have the Santa Maria conversion on there, so it's gonna allow me to lower and raise this, but we want these things to be salty, we want these things to be packed full of flavor. We wanna have a real nice char on the outside, and we just want it to, all that flavor to seep in, and this seasoning does that. It's really amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're cruising to the business Costco center. We're gonna get a Sub Primal, we're gonna get an uncut down version of the picanha steaks, and I'm gonna show you how to go through and clean up that piece of meat, which is all it is it's a top sirloin with a cap on it. So it's got a fat cap on it. It's not been removed. These things are really juicy, and it really depends on the grade of meat you get. Are you getting a select, which has a smaller amount of intramuscular fat, or are we gonna get a choice, which has a middle of the level amount of intramuscular fat, or are we gonna get a prime that has the highest amount of intramuscular fat that we can easily get? There is a Wagyu version of this as well, but it's hard to get, and I don't know if they're gonna have it there. But honestly, I don't think we really need to have the Wagyu. I think we're gonna do just fine with a prime, or we might even be able to get away with a choice. So let's see what they have there. This business center is awesome. They have all of the containers that you could ever want for serving and storage. These are all stainless steel, and they're super affordable. Get this, if you're into barbecuing, boom, Cambro. There it is. There's a hot box right there. So that'll keep your meat nice and warm during the resting process. Check it out. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Cam Go Box. Super handy to have those. Got spatulas. Got silverware. Cutting boards, big old cutting boards for $8.99. Massive. Look at these big old chef's knives. I mean, honestly, those are big chef's knives. These could be used for all sorts of great things. And they're only 16 bucks. So when they go dull, replace them. Check out these cleavers. These are huge 6-inch cleavers, 18 bucks. Here's a really decent sized wok. It's a 14-inch diameter wok, 12 bucks. These Costco Business Centers not only have surplus stuff for restaurants and everything, but they also have your everyday things as well that you might get for your family. You're just buying even more in bulk, and they might have a limited selection of some of the things that you like, but they've also got really amazing deals for big quantities. And the one thing that's really cool about business Costco centers, as you can see, there's a lot less people here. They don't have all of the things that a wholesale center has, but what they do have, they've got a lot of, and you're not fighting huge crowds. But they have everything you need for restaurants, for catering, whatever it is you can think of. I mean, if you were in the food service, this is the place to go. If you need Ziploc anything, they're here, and they're here in big, big, big quantities. What we got here? We've got 30 total bags, 2 gallons for $10.39. We've got gallon, 152 bags. 152 bags in each one of those boxes for $11.74. Pretty awesome. Lots of different foil. As barbecue enthusiasts, we go through foil non-stop, and they have, these are 18-inch by 150-foot rolls of Reynolds wrap for $19.89. That's a really great deal. And it's a 2-pack. Yeah, it's a 2-pack for $19.89. There you go. That's what you need. Good price. Having a barbecue and want people to take some stuff home? Check these out. Look at these. These are compostable, certified compostable. These are take home 100 count for $20.49. These are 9-inch. And we've got some 8-inch ones. Same thing. 100 count, $18.59. We've got some small little ones. Same thing. $9.89. Awesome. All right, the one thing that's really cool about these Costco Business Centers, we're going to go into the cold locker right now. And the cold room is broke up into a couple different sections. One being for produce, another one being for cheese, and then another one being for meats. And then I think there's one just kind of like miscellaneous aisle. But we're going to go into the meat section, which incorporates a few different aisleways. But we're just going to focus on the aisleway we need, which is the beef area. But let's hop into there now. It's really cold, so bring a jacket with you. Look at all that water. Tons of water. Here we go. Into the cold section. milk. Now we're coming into the meats. They're gonna have a bunch of stuff here that you can't get at most other places. Want to know where you come for your deli meats? This is where you come. Get them in the big sections that are uncut. Invest in a meat slicer and save yourself a ton of money. I mean, honestly, right here, we're looking at roast beef, $5.79 per pound. Pastrami, $5.49 a pound. Buy them big like this, slice it up, freeze a big chunk of it. We got roasted chicken, $4.99 per pound. We've got smoked turkey, $4.99 per pound. We've got smoked ham, $2.99 per pound. Pretty awesome. Buy bacon in bulk. Got our hot dogs, Kirkland brand hot dogs right here. Polish sausage, $16.49. That's for 3 pounds. Got lots of awesome things here. Lots of bacon. Everything you could want. Alright, we got poultry over here, your normal poultry, but this is the way they display it. Instead of a big thing, it's all in boxes, and they just pull it out when they need it. Poultry. Alright, now we're getting into the beef. So all this over here, this is halal beef. I'm not really familiar with this brand. So the way they display it is they just display it on one row, and then below it is all the vast boxes, and then they just refill. Looking at what do we've got here? We've got beef tri-tip select, $3.99 per pound. We've got beef shoulder quad whole select, $3.69 a pound. We've got beef chuck roll, $4.49 a pound. Beef loin, New York strip, USDA prime, $16.89 a pound. So these are what you would cut up to get your New York strip steaks. Look at that. It's pricey, but it's good. Then we've got peeled tri-tip, USDA prime, $6.49 a pound. We've got lip-on ribeye prime, $18.89 a pound. They got to open up another brisket, but they've got prime brisket for $4.69 per pound here. We've got the boxes down here. Beef bone in short rib sliced, $9.99 a pound. Beef back ribs choice, $3.79 a pound. Peeled tri-tip choice, $5.99 per pound. Beef round top brown whole USDA choice, $4.99 per pound. Beef sirloin Collotte fat on USD choice. This is $6.79 per pound, and this is what we're after right here. And I'm looking at all these pieces. Here's a double piece. There's the fat cap. So there's two in there, two triangular pieces. I'm trying to go for the driest one that we could find. So let me see. This looks to be the one right here. There it is. That is gonna make our picanha right there. All right, what's this cost? It's $47.33, and this bad boy weighs, I'm trying to figure out what it weighs, but it's $6.97 per pound, which actually, oh no, that's 6 pounds 97. Okay, there we go, 6.97 pounds. So almost 7 pounds right there for both of these. At $6.79 per pound. Comes out to $47.33. This is what we're going with. Let's just take a quick look. USDA Choice beef back ribs, $4.49 per pound. Beef chuck choice boneless short ribs, $9.79 per pound. USDA Choice beef eye of round, $4.29 per pound. Short ribs bone in USDA Choice, $5.69 per pound. And then we've got beef loin, top loin, whole New York. This is Choice, $9.99 per pound. And we've got beef loin, tenderloin, whole. This is Choice, $17.19 per pound. And then we've got beef loin, top sirloin, whole. I was going to go with this, but you have to cut this down a lot. I don't think everybody's going to be into that. But this is $4.49 a pound. And then we've got beef lip on ribeye, $12.89 per pound. That's Choice. All right. And they've always got the little seafood section where they just bring out your salmon and things like that as well. We've got pork shoulder butt boneless, and it's $2.49 per pound. And they've got just tons of this stuff. This is where it is. This is all boxed up underneath. Here's pork belly right here. We got this. It's at $4.19 per pound for pork belly. That's awesome. We do some. We've got pork strap-on boneless loin. This is awesome. $2.69 per pound. 30 bucks for that. That's a great price. Pork sirloin boneless, $2.49 per pound. That's awesome. Got a lot of really good stuff right here. We've got ribs. We've got St. Louis style pork spare ribs, and there's 3 racks in here, and that is $3.29 per pound. We've got pork spare ribs, $2.99 per pound. What do we got over here? We've got our pork spare ribs brisket bone. This is $2.69 per pound. Man, they just have everything here. Some of the ground beef stuff over here, $15.49 for a pack of 3. This is awesome, 100% pure ground beef, 80% lean. And then we've got some Hala beef tenderloin. I'm not sure what the Hala is, but I'm gonna look into that. But that's Hala beef tenderloin for $12.99. And then we've got some lamb product over here. We've got lamb legs, $6.99 per pound. I'm definitely going to be getting into that real soon here with some videos. I'm going to really push some lamb. I mean, there's just so much you can do with it. And here's the steaks that are already packaged up and ready to go. It's just amazing. Everything you could ever want. Here's something pretty cool if you're into lamb or goat. Check this out. Whole carcass. So for the goat, it's $3.39 a pound, and for the lamb, it's $3.69 a pound, which comes out to like a full lamb. Looking at it, $131 for a full lamb. And a goat, I'm seeing $97 for a full goat. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I could feed a lot, that's for sure. Might have to get into that. You want to buy cheese? That's how you buy cheese. Wow. Then again, we'll get into this. Buy your cheese in bulk like this, and then cut it down, vacuum seal it, save it for later. It's awesome. You save an absolute ton of money if you can buy things that are uncut and cut it yourself. It saves you a tremendous amount of money. Time is money, and you're paying for that time. But if you just have a few minutes and you want to save money, cut it yourself. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. We're going to take this picanha, we'll call it a picanha roast. We're going to take this back home, and I'm going to show you how to cut it down to make some picanha steaks, and also some little picanha strips for skewering and barbecuing. There you go. Buy a whole wheel of Parmesan cheese. 24 pounds average for $4.99 a pound. Wow, that's awesome. All sorts of different cheeses, everything you could think of. Ooh, my wife would love that. She loves her caprese salads, so there we go. There it is. Pre-sliced mozzarella, $8.69 a pound. Awesome. They have everything you could want here. Everything you could want. Eggs. Tons of eggs. So this is the cold section. It's pretty cool. They have a lot of stuff in here. I could spend an hour just in here. Oh, this stuff's great. I love this stuff. It's sauerkraut. I get this stuff all the time. It is amazing on just about everything. Look at those raspberries. Ooh, those look pretty good. Ooh, beautiful strawberries. Oh my. I'm gonna have to get some of these. $11.99. Done. All right. Okay. I tell you what. I'm going to be shopping here all the time. So there's only 24 or 26 Costco Business Centers in the United States. And Southern California has the majority of them. I'm fortunate enough to live right in between two different locations. One is in Ontario, California, and the other one is down here in San Marcos, California. And that's kind of near San Diego. So either way I go, I get to run into one of these awesome centers. And it might not have everything that you're used to, but if you're into cooking, or you're throwing a party or something like that, they have everything here. They have plastic tables, they've got tons of disposable stuff, and environmentally safe stuff as well. So that's pretty cool. But if you're into backyard cooking like I am, man, this is the place to go. To be able to buy bulk on your foil, which you use all the time, butcher paper, they have everything here. Your warming trays, I mean, to have that little Cambro box here even that keeps you're on your resting period of, let's say you're doing a brisket or something, perfect. I've got a big giant tall Cambro, and you need to have those big stainless steel warming trays, which they have here. They have everything here. I am super impressed with this place. I will be shopping here all the time, and that meat selection is insane. You know what? Even if it's an hour and a half out of your way, make a day of it. Go get that. Get a bunch of other supplies you may need. Costco Business Center is where it's at. All right, what do you say? Let's get back home and let's cut this thing up and vacuum seal it for later. All right, so check this out. This Costco Business Center is off the hook crazy. It is the ultimate place for anybody that is cooking any meal of any size. They have so many different things there. And then they've got all this stuff, not just the product that you're cooking, but also just, I mean, you could get like teriyaki sauce. Well, actually, I think it's soy sauce by like the 5-gallon. Like, it's insane. You don't need that much, but some people do. You've got all the different, take home, like doggy bag type stuff that you can give to your friends and your family after, an awesome party, because you don't want anything to go to waste. And hey, if you're selfish and you really don't want to share, they've got amazing stuff to store it in. That way you can do it yourself and eat it yourself, don't have to share with anybody. But the selection's insane and the prices are really good. So now let's go home and we're going to cut down this big old giant, picanha piece of meat that we have, and we're going to turn it into, since there's 2 of them, we're going to turn one of them into skewer size pieces of meat, and then the other one we're going to turn into steaks. And I tell you the reason why. I love steaks, and I think with the seasoning I have on there, I like the idea of cutting them up and eating them just like you do a nice juicy steak. That, for me, that appeals to me. The skewer thing, I'm going to do the skewer because that's the more authentic way of doing a Brazilian barbecue. So we're going to do that as well. But what that usually incorporates is cutting off the outer edge of the meat, and that's the flavorful stuff is on the outer edge. But once you get to the inner part, it's not seasoned, so it's not as flavored as well. And these are only choice. These are not prime. These are not Wagyu. So it's not like it has a ton of intermuscular fat in it that's going to make it super, super yummy. But honestly, this is about the seasoning and seeing how it works with this and the style. So let's get back home and get it all cut up. I'll show you how to do it.